Alright, hello Blood Bowl fans, we're back after a short break and we're up in Gman with Amazon versus some anime rejects, just trying to get my opponent up. So, I don't know if he's actually free. I should have probably checked that before I set up the stream, but we'll find out in a second. He may have ended up doing something else, which he's totally right to do. If he's not free though, I'll kill some time. Not a big deal. Nope, he's about. That's good. Right, awesome. Awesome sauce. Let's have a look then. Yeah, he's loading up. Let's just respond quickly to Random Boy. Random guy. I always call him Random Boy, but he's Random Guy. I should probably work on fixing that, shouldn't I? Anyway, chat, sound was a bit funny in the last one apparently. I will double check to make sure it's fine when I'm finished with these two games, but let me know if there are any sound issues here, and if you can hear me. If you can hear me, I'm sorry. If you can't hear me, then that's fine. Or vice versa, I don't know. Anyway, we're going. Nope, still coming in. Okay. Well, let's have a look then. So Amazon are a little bit beaten up apparently. Though I don't remember being particularly beaten up. Let's have a quick look. No, we're back to full team, which is interesting. There we go, we have the invite, let's get on that. Accept. 13 players, 1 injured with minus agility, it looked like. And they're up against a very strong Elven Union team, which is rather bizarre. Let's have a quick look. How are they so good? Holy moly, look at that. 2 movement, agility plus catcher, ouch. Oh geez, this team is gonna be something special. Let's go wizard. I haven't used a wizard in a very long time. I could have gone Zara. No, let's go wizard. And what else do you want with the wizard? Maybe the babes. Again, don't really want to bribe. Not gonna be stomping with Amazons, am I? No, let's take the babes. Let's do it. Let's do it. I guess I should put this up in Rebel. Let's do that now. He didn't check a few voices. I will do that in a second, though I'm not sure that he does looking at it. And where are we? Gman 4B live. There we go. That should do it, I think. My computer's being a bit sluggish. I'm kind of afraid I'm going to have a meltdown at some point, but hopefully not. Hopefully not. But you never know. You never know. Oh no, no sound, don't do that. Come on, there we go. Good. Non-high elves. Nice. Nice name. Like it. Did you 1-2 voice, by the way? Oh, typing is top-notch, as always. Ooh. Okay, well, we'll receive. We will definitely receive. So, no response on did you want to voice, so I'm going to assume it's no, unless I hear a voice. Wow, he doesn't even have a bench and he's so high. This is madness. So let's have a look then. Let's get that up. Where is it? There we go. Oof. Just a normal lineman with agility as well. Blitzer with the large tackle. Catcher with large agility. Yikes. I have a sense this game is going to hurt somewhat. But oh well. And we're receiving in the rain. Still, though, I prefer that and having the chance to hopefully thin the numbers a little bit, at least. Well, wrestle block piece, wrestle dodge piece as well. Dodge mighty blow. Thrower has dodge, and we've got 3 rookies. Alright, alright. Is that the setup? Looks like that could be the setup. No, taking our time. Okie doke. And hello chat, welcome back if you're still here, and welcome if you've joined in after the fact. It hasn't actually kicked off on Discord that I'm live yet, so, you know, as always, give it a second. Amazon's making wonderfully horrible sounds again. Always good news. Alright, let's have a look. Now we get to set up. Well, we definitely want Mighty Blow on dodge piece here. And we want to hit that piece too. And we'll keep agility piece safe, I guess. Hoping for change in weather, of course, for the roll. Yeah, I'm going to go for a loose setup, I think. But a front heavy one. Against anime rejects, it's all about trying to destroy the opponent. I've literally just put the link up and people ask me where the link is. That's just weird. There we go. And let's just check. He's actually put it live for me. Thank you. Thank you, Meshuggah, for posting it again. And I think I'm fine with the setup. Yeah, let's do it. Leave a nice big gap to deal with a blitz. But oh well. Not a big deal. Okay. Cool. We didn't want to bribe anyway, so that's fine. Right. Let's do this then. Kind of want to hit Mighty Blow actually. I might make use of that later. For now though, let's put out a bit of pressure, make a little box here. That'll be the plan, I think. Okay. First block is not good. The Mighty Blow doesn't do its thing. Not the end of the world though. Does make the box nice and safe though. Follow that one too. Doke. I'll follow that one too. You put a throw on the line. That's a new one. I think I'd rather hit the guard piece than any other, to be honest. I'll leave you there. We'll go for a bit of an aggressive start. Hello, Undo and other people. Why anime rejects? It's an ongoing joke for my fans, basically. It's what I always call Elven Union, because they look like anime rejects, basically. Alright, Shorthands does a thing. I guess that Yanis Sepanyan is random guy. That'd be my guess. And Tressel, I can't remember who you are, but I recognize the name. So thank you for the good luck, have fun. I hope it's to both of us. I assume it's to both of us. And welcome to the stream, to people who haven't been here before. Kiosk. Sandwich kiosk. Well, I made a little box here because anime rejects often want to make use of space, so I made a point of not giving them space without dodging through or blocking through. And it is random guy, alright. Good to have you here. Ooh, tackle. Well, that works. That gives him a bit of space, but not too much. The first armor break goes the way of the rejects. Oh, you finish. Okay. Then that would be Janne Sepanen. Okay, sure. Or close enough, I guess, but yes. My Finnish is not what it used to be fair. I used to speak a bit of Finnish, though, many years ago. And I'm going to do my best to hurt this team, because this team is pretty damn disgusting, so I don't blame you for wanting me to cripple them before the match against your Vamps, to be honest. Looking at them, they are a little bit worrying. I managed to save myself a blitz from Mighty Blow for one turn at least, though if he does give me the free block I am definitely going to take it, even though I may have to give a position to do so. I don't really have to give a position to do so though, to be fair. Moving the ball is going to be difficult in the rain though, for sure. Especially if he positions in a way where I can't get the ball past him. Yeah, like I say, I used to speak Finnish, so yes, of course, I said it with a somewhat English accent, but yeah, I understand how Finnish pronunciation works. Thank you. I had to think about it as well, that's why it sounded a bit weird, I think. Oh dear. There goes the reroll. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. That makes things interesting. That makes things interesting indeed. That was actually the worst time to fail. Well, okay, how far can we go? That's the question, isn't it? We can only go that far, it's not very far. Righto, let's put you over here. You here. Do we move the ball first, or do we take blocks first? I think we take blocks first. It's the slightly safer action. Maybe the blitz first, actually. It's even a safer action again, isn't it? Yeah, let's do the blitz first. Okay. Hey, there we go. It's the first one out. That's the agility plus piece. Definitely helpful. Stumping it's not the best idea, because, well, actually I have a bench. Stumping it's not the worst idea, you're right, but I think moving the ball is more important at the moment. And the only thing I can stomp it with realistically is the catcher. Though I will bring the blitzer back with that piece down. Oh dear. Well, there goes my reroll then. It's a dodge and a follow. Okay, now we gotta move the ball then. Makes moving the ball a little bit difficult. We could keep the ball back actually. That's the other option. No, I think we have to try the pass. It's a risky pass, but I think we have to try and move the ball out of danger zone. Anime rejects do not need long in order to get the ball from A to B. Pass is good, catch is not. But still, the ball is in a slightly safer position. Yeah, Undo was joking actually, but I understand what you're saying. Yeah, Undo, don't give instructions, please. Actually, the same rules apply in the ICBBL, but I know it was mostly a joke. And Random Guy is one of the. I think you're an admin. Are you an admin? I want to say admin. You're a something. I know that much in the Rebels, so fair enough. To be fair though, Random Guy, I don't really see much difference between you pointing out he's on the ground and him saying stump it in the same kind of joke, so I don't know. But still, fair shout. Okay, you just do the recaps, that's fine. Oh, that's not such a big problem. It's on the wrong side of the pitch for that to be a real problem. Oh dear. Dice are not going so well for my opponents today. First with Nerd Frog, lots of skulls and 2 downs, and it seems like it's going the same way here. Yeah, to be honest, the pickup as rejects isn't the worst thing in the world, but he's best off just standing up, if anything, and not moving that piece at all, if he's going to try and do away. Yeah, okay, we'll go there, sure. Not much difference. I'm actually in the scoring position this turn. I may well take it just to get ahead, and it looks like my opponent's just realised, so... Well, maybe he'd already realised, but it looks like he's actually going to try and stop it. And I wouldn't say that. Depends on what race we're playing. With Amazons, really not sure actually. I think we're about on par with each other. Dark Elves definitely you, and then who knows. Anyway, I don't take advice from streamers anyway, so it's a moot point, but from streamers, from the audience anyway. But yeah, I understand why you said it. Just wanted to clarify I'm not for support either in that regard. Just wanted to say that wasn't what was actually happening. Alright, let's try and put this catcher out of action. I think, yeah, blitz with that piece. We're already on a 2, we don't need the extra support, yeah. So, we'll pick up with you, dodge out with you. Okay. No dodge, no dodge, good. Okie doke. I wish there was a better angle to go at, but there isn't. Oh, there goes the last reroll. And follow that up. That'll do. Stun is great. Can't really get back anyway. So put ourselves in the way. Just in case. I actually didn't realize this piece was free at first. That's a bit problematic, but it's not the end of the world. In fact, we may not be passing in that case. In that case, we're going to take the tackle instead, the block instead. Well, it's a tough choice actually whether to wrestle or no. I wouldn't bother, but yeah, that's fair. Alright, he has a shot at the ball, though it's not an easy one, not at all. Yeah, right. Well, let's move on from the commenting on gameplay. I mean, it doesn't happen very often, to be fair. It's the first, and he didn't mean it as a comment on gameplay. So let's just move on. Like he said as well, he knows that I wouldn't actually do it in this situation. Not a big fouler. How are you doing, by the way, random guy? Have you finally lost a game, or are you still undefeated in this division? Oh dear. Well, could wrestle down. Might be the best option. Yeah, cool. Uh, These dice, there's something else. God damn it, wow. It's on both sides, this game, actually, to be fair, but still. It's something mad going on here. Lots of skulls. Not a big foul then. No, I'm not. I honestly think that fouling most of the time hinders your chances, not helps them. That is my honest opinion on fouling. And you're still undefeated, 7-2-0. Nice. So you've played this round then. That's even better. Well, congratulations. Especially with vampires, actually, that's incredibly impressive. Wow. Well, there's one gone. You don't have to deal with him next game. That was a miss next. I would say you're welcome, but he did it to himself. Now, catcher can still score. Can get a block in there. I think the unfortunate times have affected my opponent more than me, so they've come at worse times for him for certain. Now, we've got to get the ball. I don't really want to take a one die here, but I might have to. That's a half die even. Actually, that one I don't understand. Why is that a half die? I'm missing something there, obviously, but okay. That's of course a 1. That's a slightly better one, so let's take that. Okay. Well, playing for safety was obviously the better choice there, but I would have preferred the early score, so don't know. Take a few chances to get rid of this rain. Even if it does mean that it gives the elves a chance to retaliate. I quite enjoy games though where, you know, it's just so crazy that everybody is failing everything. It's always a good fun. Of course, because of guard. Yeah, thank you. I'm an idiot. Thanks, random guy. I don't know why I couldn't see that, but yeah, of course. Yep. That was why, of course. Never mind. Funny thing is, I even have guard hovering above his head and I still missed it. Maybe it's time for another coffee. Well, I don't know. There is good, or there, yeah. You may force me to use the wizard here. Depends what happens with the bull, basically. It's actually a more interesting matchup than I was expecting it to be. I was thinking that actually the Amazons are going to be well out-agilitied, but we have certain advantages that the Elves don't have. And we can almost match them in terms of moving around the board, but of course they're all Agi 4, so not exactly. And most of his players have dodge actually, so whatever. Okay. Yeah, the 10 movement catcher was definitely the biggest threat in this game. I'm actually glad he's gone for this game too. If I can manage to get the ball back, which isn't looking good at the moment, but we'll see. Now it's looking worse. I'm actually considering not using the wizard though. I don't really see much point. I think it'd be a bit of a waste if I use it. It's got to kind of force him to score. Or at least force pressure on him. And try and do a bit of damage in the meantime. Alright, let's have a look then. So we got the fur on the floor. She can't actually get there. She can actually get there. Yeah, it'll cryo wizard though. Don't like it. You can get to stand against those guys. Catcher can't quite get there. Alright. Get a line woman in the way, and guard piece here, so I get quite a few blocks. Agility plus in support. Stand up because you're not blitzing. Neither are you though. Push is not ideal. That means I need to take a good dodge actually. That gives me a reroll, which I need, and a fail. Fair enough. He's on 11 for this game as well. Oh no, he's got to play this next game. Of course he has. Yeah, I see your point. I think the player that's missed next game for this game was pretty good as well. I can't remember exactly what it was, but something horrible is coming back for you. That much is for certain. I'm not sure exactly what it is though. Yeah, 1 GFI to the line. He's definitely better off stalling though, as opposed to going for the score just yet. Having said that though, if he stalls then he's going to take a round of blocks, probably. I'm going to take a third one? No? Okay. I don't think it's just a lino. I think it was a lino with something, but I don't remember. There we go. So, yeah, I have a feeling as well that the main piece coming back, he had something. I don't remember what though. But yes, I think all the stat freaks are in this game as well. I agree. Anyway, good job. Well, he's got 4 minutes. I would normally pause for be right back, but well, if he's going to take a really long time, I'll put the pause on a little bit later. I think with 4 minutes to set up, though, it'll be alright. I know that Metal, Herringzord, etc. we're talking about maybe lowering 4 minutes to 3 minutes. I personally think that's a really good idea, because 4 minutes is really quite long. But they seem quite happy with the 4 minute setup at the same time. Choice of course is theirs, but I personally would never make a league with 4 minutes. It's just too long. And the KO came back. Mine as well. 11 on 10. 3 turns to score, and it's my drive. Well, alright, if he's going to put Mighty Blow on this side, then there's a good chance I'm going to try and score up this way. Stuff still with the ball in the rain. But well, I'm hoping to get at least one more, preferably 2 more of his players out of the way. I'm going to risk a blitz again as well. In fact, I might bring one more piece back. No, I'll just risk the blitz, it'll be fine. I'll bring you out just in case though. It helps a little bit against the blitz. Not much though. There we go. That makes things nicer. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can we get there anyway? Yeah, we can. Alright. The ball actually landed on the right side. That's perfect. Alright. Okay, cool. I was going to say I'll make a hole before I move the goals, but never mind, no I won't. I'll take 2 skulls instead. I could have taken the blitz first. It still would have been 2 skulls, but it would have been slightly safer. Never mind. It gives me 2 turns to score as opposed to 3. It gives him a pretty easy shot at the ball as well. Not like that though. Oh, it's a small saviour. Wow. All the ones this game. Right. I'm not sure what to make of that now. Well, I don't want to blitz you, so I'm going to have to stand you up. That kind of sucks. But alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he's double GFI now. Or I could use this piece, I guess. Actually, let's get you that. We'll try and utilize this space, I guess. Go to GFI that way. It's not the end of the world. No, okay. Almost. I need these two pieces down for space. That will do. Push is fine. I'll take that. Righto. And we are going to place this piece that way. Okay, 2 down it is. Go there then. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, handoff. Don't have much in the way of safety here. I don't really have anything in the way of safety when I look at it. What can you get? Can't. I may have to actually take the 2 GFI, 2 GFI. Alright, we'll do that then. Okay. One of those games where nothing wants to work for either team. Well, not nothing. Plenty is working. But, well, I can still use the line woman, actually. Yeah, it's possible. Well, if he gets a push or worse... No, there is nothing worse. If he gets a push, then the score is still possible. Anything else, that's score threat dead, he says. Okay, I was expecting a blitz there. That's a bit of a strange one. Didn't need the 3 pieces. That might be a reroll. That should be a reroll. There we go. It didn't help though. Well, let's give me a small chance. Yeah, it's true. I gave you the best gift I could have given you, but again, he did it himself. I didn't hurt it. He tripped and fell. He didn't turn his laces up. Turn his laces up, do his laces up. So, you know, don't give me too much credit. It's true as well, the agi things aren't a huge deal for you compared to what they are for me. But you still got to keep the space nice and tight. Jesus. Double one again. Oh no, wait, that one doesn't have dodge. What does it? No, that one doesn't. Never mind. That was 1-1. Yeah. Well, this is fun. Can I get a push on this piece? I don't think so. Can't get there, can't get there obviously. Well, I could push that way, yeah, but yeah, if they're coming that way I can push out there. If I use the agility piece, then it's still a 3+ actually, yeah, that's fair. Well, let's try it. It's the best chance of scoring. Never mind. Yeah, it's Mighty Blow Blitzer, not a Mighty Blow Catcher. But still, the Mighty Blow can hurt us all, of course. How are your vamps looking, by the way? Do you have any interesting vampires on the team? I don't remember what they look like, honestly. Okay, we're going for a surf. That's what I wanted to do. By pushing you there. But oh well. I'll do. That will very much do. Just badly, not a big deal. May as well go for it. Yeah, nothing can help you. May as well just try it. Best one is the killer who has Blodge, Mighty Blow and Tackle. Yeah, that's a nice vampire. And level 4 for all with Block, Guard and Tackle as well. Nice. Guard especially, that definitely helps. All the tackle in general is going to help you in this matchup too. Okay, there goes another one. Let's put me down to 11. He's still on 10, of course. Well, fair enough. It's not a good way to go into his drive, 2-0 down, but we'll see if we can turn it around. No, it's not. Alright then, 10 anime rejects versus 11 Amazonian things. Right, let's have a look then. So, facing his drive this time. Still got a wizard. 2-0 down of a wizard. That's never much fun. We'll keep you alive and ready to fight. I've never been a big fan of playing 2 games in a row. I always get tired about halfway through the second game, and it's starting now. So I don't think I've been playing particularly well anyway, but I'm probably going to start to play worse now. I have the front line strangely spread there, but never mind. Tackle, mighty blow. Oops, that was one too deep. Get the ref again! Nice. Of course it's cancelled because of the sandwich kiosk. So get the ref second time, cancelled second time. Ah, jeez. The skulls continue. Good enough on a blitzer though. Yeah, mighty blow works this time. It's 10 on 10. 10 on 10. Might well have a go at the mighty blow blitz though, because I've got that tackle piece just staring him down there. Also, Nagi 5 vamp, but he needs some development to get more useful. Of course, him getting me those 2+ gazes is nice. Is indeed. Why did they go Amazons? I like Amazons. That's mostly why. And again, I always pick a race I haven't played in a multiplayer league. And I've played a lot of the opening teams now. So I wanted to go for a new team, and well, there are a few teams I don't want to play in a long season, so but Amazons I think I'll bring back season after season, so that's why I went for Amazons, because I like them, basically. I know, I like Amazons. Heretical in this game, but I really do. I'm not going to apologize for that. And they're also still challenging enough, whereas, well, when it gets to mid and late game, early on they have it pretty easy, but when it gets to when you get to a little bit of development, then Yeah, Amazons struggle a bit, and I like taking teams that struggle a little bit. That's why you don't often see me playing things like Elves and Skaven. Takes a lot of the challenge out of the game, I find. Yeah, Amazons fall off at the end, that's true. That's exactly why I'm playing them. I'm looking forward to playing them at the point where they're really struggling. I mean, even in this game, there's quite a difference in skills here. Not really enough that it's causing too many problems, but it can do potentially a little bit later on. Yeah, we're gonna have a go at that piece for certain then. And be very aggressive here as well. Want to put pressure on the elves. But also be in a position where I can come back if necessary, and tackle's going to do its thing. Getting rid of this piece would be huge, both me and random guy, so let's have a drum roll. No. Okay. Not even a moment break. Hey D. I don't agree that Bash is easy to play. Basically, if you make a mistake with Dash, you're much more likely to be able to recover. If you make a mistake with Bash, you're pretty much screwed most of the time. So, no, I don't agree with that. You need to play very much a controlled game with Bash teams, whereas the agility-based teams, I mean, you can, even if you're down to like 5 players, you can still make something work. You can never ever do that with Orcs, for example, if you're facing a full team. Well, not never ever, but very rarely. But either way, Amazons are one of those middle races where they're not so much a joke and they're not really overpowered. Well, depending on who their opponent is. Against some opponents they are a little bit overpowered, but well, anybody is overpowered if they're playing the right race, I guess. So they're a decent middle ground between having abilities but at the same time not being great. And that's what I like in Blood Bowl. Nice. Yeah, Gobbo throwing is the 5-man, 5-orc plan, that's true, but most orc coaches don't have the troll or a goblin, so yeah, this is not the case. That's exactly why I play a goblin though. It does give me that extra bit of maneuverability if I really need it. Though he tends to stay on the bench until he's needed. Yeah, anime rejects doing what they do. Yeah, but I mean, a good Bash coach... Sorry, I'm not actually reading the first argument. Yeah, but like Bash team can sometimes just bash you to oblivion and elves can't really fight back. Yeah, that's true, but I mean, if you're fighting back as elves, you're playing wrong. You should be staying away from Bash, and Bash can't chase you. So, I mean, if a coach is really dedicated to trying to destroy your team, they're not going to win very often, at the end of the day. It's not enough just to bash a team into oblivion, as you say. If you can bash a team while advancing, then yeah, but if you can't, then I don't know, it's a skill that I think is more difficult than if things go wrong, elf BS to victory, personally. Or if everything else goes wrong, throw a fling at it even. That's that's also a legitimate tactic. Though of course bash teams can usually outplay stunties. Well, it's an interesting opinion. I certainly don't see that when in leagues that I play in. It's usually the dash teams that do really well, though when you get to high levels it's very heavily bash just because, well, honestly bash is more fun to play when it's going right. I tend to find that, but no. A good dash coach will beat a good bash coach a lot of the time. Yeah, okay, elves can fight back. Dark elves can fight back, but it's not really, it's not necessarily the best strategy. You can fight back as in you can, you know, pick an opponent and nibble at his weak points, so to speak, but if you're going toe-to-toe with an orc team, then you're probably going to get a few black eyes, is what I'd say about that. Could use the wizard actually, that wouldn't have been a bad idea here. Alright, next time. That's my guard piece. Alright. Not ideal. To be honest, I'm kind of happy where you are. He's going to go that way, so it doesn't really make a difference where you go. No, I'll leave you there for now. Just a casual 6. Hey, we got one. Just a rookie though. Isn't exactly where it wants to go, but it will do for now. What's the score for it? Let's bring it back just in case. Well, no, bring it around maybe. No, bring it back just in case. You can actually fill this gap here. There we go. Stunty's overpowered, yeah, of course. Baitable elves can't fight back. Elves can't fight back in the way a bash team would. Elves aren't complete wusses. Yeah. Now, well, yeah. I stand by what I said. An elf team is not gonna... It's not a good strategy if an elf team is fighting toe-to-toe with a bash team, generally speaking. The only exception is maybe Norse. You've got a slight chance against Norse when you've developed a bit, but If you can class Norse as a bash team, I personally don't, but a lot of people play them that way. And the tree. Yeah, the tree isn't really much of a fighter either. It'll fight the things on the line, but then as soon as you're off the tree, it's out of the game. So, I don't know. Either way, the point still stands. I mean, the bash teams need to be in constant fight with their opponent to make best use of their skills. A good coach who isn't a bash team will stand off the bash team, giving as few blocks as possible, preferably one per turn, though that isn't always possible. And, well, he's actually going for the pass here. But if you screw up the positioning, or if you fumble the ball, or if you fail a block, it's really hard to clean up. Well, the point is you have to clean up. As a dash team, you don't necessarily. You just run your way through a gap, like is happening here, basically. Yeah, fair enough. Depends what you count as a win, I guess. I mean, a bash team will never have a win like we're having here, where I'm facing 3-0. You wouldn't do this with Orcs, but Orcs, for example, are more likely to break my team into little pieces. So, depends what your class is the most important part of victory, I guess. I can just drop a random wizard in here. Oh, hello. Community agility piece. Nice of you. There's definitely no coming back from this, though. Okay, let's read this. I didn't really mean fight back as in go toe-to-toe. I meant like bash team can just remove a guy from you every turn, but you don't usually have the players to remove a guy back, and eventually it can lead to a spot where you can't do anything against the bash team. Yeah, that's true, but there's a good chance that you're 2 or 3 touchdowns up by that point. I mean, I don't know. Dash teams are... I don't play dash teams because they bore me, because I find it too easy to just score. And, I don't know. I wouldn't actually be enjoying the position that Mr. Ladybug is in right now if it was me. I'd be a bit bored, so... That's why I go for things like Amazons instead, because they can't pull off such crazy plays. I'm still going to allow the blitz to come through, why not? At this stage, it doesn't even matter. Oh, we got a reroll, that's nice. Okey-doke. Money blow is still on the wrong side, that's pretty good news. And let's make the box again. Give him something to tackle, give him something to work towards beating up. Basically. Hey! No double skulls this time. I can't believe he gave me the agility piece. Better playing this side. That helps. Again, though, at this stage it doesn't really matter. But it still helps. Ah, I've actually left too big a gap. Dang. Oh well. Oh, that should be my blitz. I'm an idiot. Well, alright, we'll blitz with a non-block piece. Good. Totally deserved. I got a KO out of it, not so bad. And in case you can't see chat, yeah, I misused the linos, but I realized before I did it, but I committed to it anyway. I mean, I have left a gap, but it's not the best gap it could be for him, to be honest. I often leave these kind of gaps on purpose sometimes at times, but yeah. Yeah, random guy, the one you're talking to, D, he's leading our division at the moment with his vampires of all teams. He's undefeated with them. I played him 5 weeks ago, something like that. No, D-Man, you're from me. No, you're from the ICBL as well, it's true. Oh, there's a Skaven team. Ah, yes, I forgot about the Skaven team that was also undefeated. Okay, so you're in second position, but still. No, I don't really class myself as a league, to be honest, D. I was joking. I mean, I'm kind of a collab between many leagues. Obviously, I have my own leagues, but I don't know, I'm part of all your leagues, basically. I don't think I've faced that Skaven team yet, so I might be wrong though. I'll check after the game. Maybe I can make them 8-0-2, though I doubt it. If they're anything like Fatten from last season, then it'll be hard. Yep, fair, fair, fair. Can I get Mighty Blow onto him? I can with a GFI. I probably will. I could just wizard him. No, wizard him. Yeah, okay, we'll wizard him. There we go. Sorted. Well, that was a lot of dice. Zap. KO. That helps me. Doesn't help you, the random guy, sorry. Non-dark elf. I like these names. Pretty funny. Regular elf. Monowood elf. Okay, good. Sorted. Indeedy. To be honest, there's not much I can do with the ball unless I knock this piece down, I guess. It's certainly an option. Kind of an option. Not really an option. Two, three, four, five. No, not like that. Actually, it's not much better anyway. Alright, well. Okay, that's nice. Forgot about sidestep for a second. That was a nice position. And he stays there. That's bad news. I still get over GFI, but I don't need to be fair. Just use this piece. Just in case it goes wrong. That's good enough. It gets rid of the intercept chance, I believe. If we go here, yeah, should do. Okay, also just in case it goes wrong. We'll take that later, but it's safer. Okay. I could do you going one up actually. Hey, we got another one. That's an agility piece. He's back for you though. Yeah, and sorry chat, I'm gonna be off for a second. I'll catch up in a minute when this turns over. Good. It's 4+, 5+. GFI makes it a 4+, okay. Right. Catchers have been doing really well this game. Okay, chat, so alright, you got a fan out of watching my out of watching my stream. Well done, random guy. D is now your cheerleader. Week 12, okay. Really, this game lost against vampires. That's an interesting one. And you got them on round 12. Round 12 of 13, right? There's 14 of us, I believe. What's this? Okay. For anybody watching in the Mixed League, Chris J against First and Only is happening on Saturday, apparently. Chris J will Ron will probably stream, and Chris J will probably YouTube it, so you can definitely catch that game. That's the humans against the humans. Human Alliance, or whatever they're called. Wow. More failures. Well, at this stage I'm kind of tempted to try and get the SPP to the Blitzer, so I'm going to work on that. Okie doke. Thrower's going for the ball then. Yeah, where are you putting it? Okay, stay put. Okay. No block, no block. Well, still, it's safer than the pickup. Never mind then. And dodge. Fair enough. Well, okay. It's not exactly where I wanted the ball. It's pretty hard for him. Well, pretty hard. It's slightly hard for him to get out of there. Is he down to 5? He actually is, isn't he? Alright, that's not awful. Yeah, 13 rounds. I'm going to face these elves week 10, halflings week 11, Skaven ogres. Oh, you've got the alright ones to come then. The dice don't completely screw me. Ogres are an easy win, but hard to walk away healthy. Yeah, ogres might hurt you, but last round doesn't really matter. Yeah, Nerves of Steel. He's a blitzer. He doesn't have Nerves of Steel. He just rolled a 6, that was all. And then he rolled a double 1. Right then. Let's try and put this game away. Well, over there probably. Really? Okay. It's a strange one. Man. And I guess we bring one more into the fight. Okay. Probably the best bet. Right, let's not let that one get away. I get him in the first one. He's less useful though. Well, he's down. It's good enough. To be honest, I think I'd just pass out of the tackle zone here if I was him. If he gets the ball out, then that's score number 4. Also gets a chance to get his KOs back. No, he's going to go for the dodge. It's probably the best play, though I do get a 33% intercept. I want my 1 score, damn it. A leap would definitely really help him right now, yeah, there's no doubt about that. That's not really going to help you. Well, I can save him next turn if nothing else. Well, alright. There we go then. That gets him to this position, or even that position, that's even better. It's probably best. Yeah. There we go. Ah, piece of tackle, okay. That was nicely done, actually. Yeah, it was roughly the same dice either way, to be fair, but still, it was the best way to do it in the end. There we go. Good old enemy rejects. Alright, we got 2 turns to put something on the board. 1 piece comes back, so we're up against 6. Should be doable. He's got to put something he doesn't want to on the line. That's at least positive. That piece probably. Even the blitzer maybe. Oh, I would have gone that piece over the mighty blow piece, but alright. No, you shouldn't hate it when red dice succeed. Red dice are a very legitimate strategy. Nothing wrong with red dicing somebody. Especially in a situation where it can give you a chance to make something real out of the turn. I don't fault him for the red dice at all. Though still, if it was me, I would have just taken the pass because it was less dice. That was the only real reason. I guess the only reason he didn't take it was because of the 5+ intercept. Alright, let's go for a train track run. Honestly, don't need you there, so fine. Do need you. Keep you there. Fine. Hey, the web is nice. Ooh, touchback. That's interesting. We'll give it to the blitzer then. Alright. Let's just get you girls in the middle for now. You're in a useless position, it's always good news. Maybe we need one more actually. That was 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, need one more. Okay. Okay, good night. Non-royal elf, he's not from Elf 1. Oh yeah, sidestep. He was obviously hoping that I wouldn't get a power there. Okay, stay put. Nice. I've actually gone one too far there, but we're alright. No, nope, 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 let's not do any passing. Well, we're doing some damage here at the end, but none of it permanent. Last play was 29.7% chance to work. That play he did was 59.8, so his play was definitely better. Have you accounted for the red dice there? It was red dice 4 plus, 4 plus, 2 plus, 2 plus. No, I think the percentage is a bit too high. But yeah, it was better. I agree it was better. Mm-hmm. And there goes the apple. Took long enough to come into play actually, on either team. I can actually do with losing a cat ship, but still. Well, that slows down my blitzer. I think I'm one square off anyway, am I? No, I am right. Well, so my options are to run it in or hand off to the other catcher. There, of course. Yeah, that makes the handoff a better play then. And failed. Oh well. Good game, Mr. Ladybug. I'll tell you in the screen afterwards because I didn't say it in game. And we roll a 1. Ah, okay. We're talking in Steam. Fine. So 4 touchdowns, 3 passes, 8 arm breaks. With that agility blotch catcher getting man of the match, that's quite nice. And 11 arm breaks on my side with injured linewoman getting a first level. That's kind of helpful, I guess. So we got 9, 10, 16, 21, 26 against 9. Let's see what we get on my side then. Okay, man. The Amazons are in the middle, kind of an awkward position to be. There we go. Oh, I thought it said that somebody went up to 7 from... Oh yeah, there we go, she's there. Man-tamer leveled as well. That's pretty good. Oh. That's not a very useful double. It's really not a very useful double. She's not really a designated blitzer. She can't really do anything with agility now. Passing is pointless. No, I think she's going to end up being another Mighty Blow piece. Anything better than Mighty Blow? Well, tackle is an option as well. What have we got left? Let's have a look. I can't remember. I was trying to remember when I was looking at it, but I really can't. So what have we got left? I've got Amazon. Bitten Heroes, which is the Skaven team, I think. Knoll Hill Mountaineers, not sure what they are. Find out in a second. Dead MMOs Walking, and Primetime Nibblers. Right. So. Ah, Bitten Heroes of Vampires, of course they are. Okay. So that team, Chaos Dwarf Vampires, of course, Skaven, and Dark Elf. Dodge heavy, not so dodge heavy. Okay, I think I prefer the Mighty Blow. Okay, let's take that then. I don't expect it to last very long, to be honest, anyway, though. Okay, and the line one. And gets block. That one was easy. Okie doke. Could have given a kick, I guess, but still, she's too likely to be destroyed. I don't want to waste something useful on her, put it simply. Anyway, that's all for this matchup. Let's have a look. So, just catching up with chat. The red dice play was actually red die push needed, 2+, 3+, 2+. Okay. Minus AG begging to stay. Sure feet. No, not sure feet. Sneaky git, no. 6 plus 2 plus is actually the easiest way to get the score there. Yeah, with the 5 plus, well, I wouldn't say it was the riskiest. Compared to the 2 though, yes. Riskiest would have been dodging through 3 dodge points. Am anyone confused by the fact that Zons start with dodge but don't have agility access? No, I think it makes sense. It's just like an extra skill that they have. They're not actually an agility-based team. They'd be a bit overpowered if they were an elf team, for example. So, no, I think it's fair that they don't have agility access. Anyway, thank you, chat, for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.